Okay, so welcome in. We have 16, yes, you heard that right, 16 new images of Saints Row from an environmental artist which designs essentially the terrain of Saints Row. And he recently released these videos, I think by accident, on his career page, funnily enough. And we can see from this a lot of stuff that we have not yet seen from the game. And so I wanted to, in this video, go over 16 and all 16 images. This first one of 16 is of a canyon, and then in the background in the middle you can see below the mountain there's some kind of something going on there, and then above it maybe even a building on top, maybe a fortress or something like that I would expect, or some kind of bunker. So that's the first image, and again, like, that lighting looks really cool, so I did want to mention that. The second image is with a river. On the left we have the picture of a past in the background, and other than that, again, we have a very canyon, mountainous area, and that again tells us a lot about what the area outside of the city is likely going to look like, which is going to be, like, from what we can tell, a cowboy and Indian style type of thing. So again, we don't see much in the landscape in terms of, like, man-made structures, just a few little small things. Third picture here, we again see a desert with a road. Again, like, quite a cozy sight. The lighting, by the way, looks amazing. It looks like something I would see in Unreal Engine 5, and yet it's not. It's actually in the same engine as the previous Saints Row games. We did also have this third picture here, which you can see a building on the left side with some kind of oil thing, or maybe a crane. And then on the right side again, we see that river that we also saw in the second image. And again, very commonly, we once again see a canyon. In the fourth image, we again see more canyons, and we see the introduction and more pronounced cacti, whatever you want to call them. And also some shrubs, foliage in the foreground, and some trees in the background as well. We also see the same kind of thing in the sixth and seventh image. The eighth image as well, we do see a slightly more grasslandy area with, again, some trees and less cactus. In the eighth picture, we see some dead trees, and in the ninth picture, we see some cactus within the background, the city that we're going to be in. Now, to me, I did want to mention that does it, to me, maybe feel like the city isn't that big, or at least the corporate area. There's only a few skyscrapers. There's not as many as I thought. Now, as interesting as that picture is, especially with, like, the tower in the middle, I don't know if you see it, but it's like a super weirdly shaped tower. We then go on to the next picture and see an even weirder image. And that is of a world that's like a cowboy and Indian style thing. And I'm just wondering, like, what's that all about? There's a few potential things that this could be about. First off, it could be that a gang has pushed the people in this town out of the town, or it could be that it's an old town that's, like, lost its economy and people have moved to the city. Or alternatively, a third option is it could actually just be a movie set in this Saints Row game, and that could be why it looks like this. Because if you actually pay attention, like, it's got an electric line running right through the middle of the town, whilst the rest of it looks like a western from the 1800s or whatever. So, I don't know, that seems like a bit of a weird dichotomy there. You've got the car there, of course, which has been destroyed as well. But yeah, it just seems like a bit of a weird, like, difference there as well. One thing I'd really like to see in this is a typical type of shootout from building to building with people in all the windows. And it's like a big massive fight. If there was a mission like that where really it was just like every single building had a bunch of people in it, and you had to slowly clear each building whilst getting shot from every direction, to me that would be really cool, and I would love to see that in this game from this town. Now, will we get to see that? I have no idea, but we definitely can see on the right side there that there is a window that looks like it's got an interior. So there certainly is the capability there for it. We then, in the next picture, do also see what can only be described as a really good picture with like a normal landscape. There's not even, I think, anything man-made there, which again to me says that the environment is very high fidelity in terms of shadows at the very least. I will say that the rest of the stuff doesn't look amazing, but it does look still decent, good enough for 2022, and I don't think graphics is really anyone's top priority in this type of game, but it is definitely something you'd like to see if you can have it. Next picture again shows something very similar, but you can see some skyscrapers there in the top right. And then in the next picture, we again have more terrain, this time with another dark road and the buildings in the background. And of course that ominous like building right in the middle. Do you see that big tower right in the middle? Again, looks a bit weird, not entirely sure what that's for. The final picture here is the first time that we see anything that's in the barren landscape of the deserts of Saints Row. And this seems to be some kind of oil depot. Maybe something that you can blow up, potentially. And yeah, that's all that's in this picture, just some oil silos and I guess some kind of like building that's associated with the company. And again, canyons in the background, of course, and we got the same electric poles as we've seen before, of course, and the same dark roads. Now, I would be interested to hear what everyone else thinks about all of this in the comment section, and if you've watched this much of the video, you very likely would like my other Saints Row videos, which I put out every single day, so subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm out, GG, bye bye.